What's up, Degens? So I've got one today for you guys with some big potential. It's called Raven Finance. Now this is very early on. All I've got to show you guys is one Medium article and a white paper. So still on a website. I think they've just started Twitter as well. But yeah, we're still very early on this, and despite being very early, these guys have grown to over 7,000 already on the Discord server, and the whitelisting is currently open. So if you are early watching this video, you are watching this today or tomorrow, or whatever, make sure you click on the Discord link in the description and get yourself over there and trying to earn yourself a whitelist spot as soon as possible, because we just never know when the next Safe or the next Sphere is going to come around, and this one certainly has potential. So yeah, let's get into it. So what these guys are going to be, I don't know, the white paper and the Medium article are quite similar. I'd say that obviously the white paper goes into more detail, so maybe we'll go off that. So what these guys are going to be is they're going to be an auto-staking token, just like Sphere, Seifu, all these Titano, all these ones that come before. These guys are going to be multi-chain straight away. So right off the back, they're going to be available on the Avalanche chain, the Binance Smart chain, and Phantom Opera. So probably say maybe the big three. I don't know when I want to say that. I don't want to leave Ethereum out of here, but I mean, for some people, Ethereum gas fees just aren't affordable. So, apart from Ethereum, you might say these are maybe the big three. Maybe they've left Kronos out as well. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, three big layer 2 blockchains there that they're going to start on right away. So these guys are going to be multi-chain. Can I say here, Raven is not a fork. And I mean, they have got some nice utilities and features that we're going to go over in a little bit as well. And the team seems to be like, well, it's written here in paper that it seems to be a very professional team. I haven't get any evidence to back up whether that's true. But it says here, so team members with real world financial background. So it's going to be they've got a financial advisor, an economist, one Wall Street financial analyst, and a full stack developer. So the team is if this is true, the team's definitely got a strong background, which is always promising, rather than just 4 or 5 degens like us, or making a project in the basement or whatever. So it's definitely looking promising. And I found out about this project as well, off some contacts that I've got, and everybody seems to be very positive and very bullish about this project, which is why I wanted to try and share it with you guys as fast as possible, especially whilst the whitelisting is still open. That's what this channel is all about. It's all about finding projects early, getting yourself a spot on the, whatever pre-sale or private sale they're doing. And then, when it comes up to the day of the sale, then you can decide for yourself, have they done what it takes in order to gain your trust? Have they done audits, KYCs, all the other stuff? Is there any red flags and all that kind of stuff? So yeah, let's move on to what these guys are going to offer. So what they're saying here is, sustainability is the main thing, right? They think that these projects offering too much APY is just unsustainable. So these guys are going back down to 100,000%. These guys think that's going to be optimal. So this is what Titano has, right? Titano has 100,000% fixed APY. And what kind of happened since then is, all these forks that came after it, I guess they kind of felt like they want to go that one step further to kind of be a something unique and a step ahead of the rest of the projects. So this number kept increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing until we saw kind of like stupid APYs that a lot of those projects didn't last very long. And yeah, so these guys are going back down to 100,000, which is still very good. It's still almost 2% per day. I think it works out like 1.9% per day, something like that. This APY will function as a decaying rebase, which we're going to go over in a little bit later, which is why these guys claim to have such a sustainable protocol. So yeah, the token's going to be called Doom. That's going to be the native token. That's going to be able to bridge between all these different blockchains. I should probably say this is quite something unique. I don't think we've seen one of these projects yet launch on multiple blockchains at the same time. We've seen others, Quantic Finance now is available on a bunch of different blockchains, and a few of the others are, available on multiple blockchains. But, right at launch, I don't think that any other project has done that so far. So these could be the first ones to do it. Now there are some other interesting features that they've got, and we'll try and go over them now. I can just read this a little bit here. Yeah, so they are going to offer staking. So talking about people that provide liquidity to the protocol through the staking are then going to have an APY of 120,000, and they'll be rewarded in the native token Doom. So I don't know whether that means an extra 120,000 on top of your 100,000, or whether your 100,000 becomes 120,000. I'm not really too sure. We'll have to obviously wait until more information comes out about the staking. And then they've got a dynamic bonding system as well. So what it says here about it says that typical bonds create a dilution in the ecosystem by minting a new token. Dynamic bonds simply allow users to exchange stable coins for Doom in a manner that does not dilute the ecosystem. Again, so everything that they're trying to do is all about sustainability. In an effort to grow the treasury, the dynamic bonds will allow users to buy a Doom token at a discount price. The discount of the bond is adjusted with extrinsic market factors. Yeah, so moving on, it's got a little bit here about the taxes, and after a little bit about the tokenomics as well. So the buy and sell tax are 10 and 20%. It's going to be a 30% tax all round chip. Like I was explaining to you guys, if you're buying in pre-sales and private sales, you will not pay this 10% buy fee, and therefore, when you sell out, you'll sell out with a 20% tax, but that's just a 20% tax all round chip instead of a 30% tax. That's why I can't stress the importance of making sure you get into these projects early and get yourself a pre-sale and a private sale spot. But the taxes are quite different to what we're used to. They are a little bit unique. So there's a 5% weekly payout in USDC. So 5% of the buy tax goes towards that, and 5% goes to liquidity, and 10% of the sell tax is going to liquidity. They do say a little bit higher there. They're really focused on building a big, huge, strong liquidity, so that big sells aren't going to affect the price as much. Yeah, so this is a different tax structure than we're used to. A lot more going to liquidity. Maybe you'd say less going to the treasury, because none of the buy tax is going to any sort of treasury, but it is going towards this USDC payout, which is just another way for people to earn some passive income. Now, what this explains here is from the liquidity drain and taxes. So this is a way to kind of punish whales, right? So people holding too much. What it's saying is, if you hold a huge amount of Doom token, and then when you make a sale that drains more than 1% of the liquidity, then the tax will be doubled. Yeah, so I think that means is that for every percentage of the liquidity that you drain with your sell, your taxes will be doubled. I think that's what it means. Again, I'm not 100% sure on that. I've only got this document to go off. Might be corrected there, but yeah, it's just kind of, we've seen that with similar protocols like Sphere and a couple of others, where they have systems in place so that if you hold too much of the total supply, then you have a higher tax bracket. And these guys seem to have like something similar put in place. Not exactly the same as it, but it's something to punish whales, which is always good as well. So moving on, talking about revenue streams, like we were saying with the taxes here. So yeah, these guys are going to be doing a weekly payout of USDC per week, and then they've also got another utility and something that I wanted to bring across to you guys. This is where I can kind of put the comparison towards Sphere. Is that these guys are going to have something called the pit. Now what the pit does, it allows other protocols to stake their liquidity in order to derive their own revenue streams. In doing so, this will allow for a fee split that will be returned to Doom holders. So these guys are going to have something very similar to what Sphere have got going on, where other projects can stick to their protocol, and then in doing so, the fee will be split between all the holders of Doom. So they've got a couple of different ways of giving some passive income as well. This is all, definitely quite interesting anyway. This is something that seems different, something that hasn't been done before. But it's still very early on. I've only got this white paper and Medium article to go off. which this pretty much has the same information there. So I'm very interested to, see how this project progresses, see how much hype they can build up. A little bit of tokenomics and information on the pre-sale. So the pre-sale price is going to be $4.5, and then it's going to launch $8. So you'll be almost at a 2x right away if you get into the pre-sale. It's going to be a first come first served basis. And it's saying that the whitelisted people will receive a guaranteed allocation. But it's saying here that the whitelist pre-sale and public sale will be at the same price, will be at 4.5. So this is what I mean. You get yourself in a public and private sale, you get almost half price compared to the initial launch, and also you're not paying in with the buy tax. And yes, this project's very early. You still got a chance to join their community and get yourself a whitelist spot as long as you're watching this video close to the day that it was made. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thanks for listening as always, and until next time, bye.